This is a simple video just to show you how to measure when you're drawing a grid on paper to use for gridded drawings. This is a 9 by 12 paper, and so I'm going to take my ruler, make sure I put it on 0 at the edge of my paper, and then I'm going to make a tick mark at every inch all the way across. Then I will do that once again further up on my paper so that I can connect the two marks to make a line. That makes them equally spaced and parallel, which is important because we want squares. Okay, so I have two sets of tick marks. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the dots. All the way across my paper. You do not want to make these lines very dark, because in some instances you do not transfer your completed drawing to another piece of paper and you have to take off all of your grid marks. You don't want to look or make it look like whatever it is you drew was behind safety glass. So it's just a good rule of thumb to always draw your grid lines fairly light. Okay, so now that I have them all in that direction drawn, I need to measure this way. Once again, making sure I start at 0 and putting a mark at every inch. Move my paper up, do that again further down. Do not turn your paper or change orientation when you're measuring, because you want these to be straight and not diagonal. If the paper's not perfect size, it will mess your lines up. So once again, I need to connect all of my lines, and that will give me a 1 inch by 1 inch grid on my paper.